from the boardwalk at the Walt Disney World Resort. It is episode 6 of Disney 100 Jeopardy. Welcome in. As always, I'm your host, Brian Perry, here to test your knowledge on all things Disney. We've got 26 brand new clues coming your way, but first, here are the rules on your screen, as always. And as always, I remind you, play however you want. If you watched episode 5, you know the Final Jeopardy category was Frozen 2. That will carry over to this episode 6. It'll be one of the 5 categories we quiz you on. So with that, let's check out the categories for episode 6 of Disney 100 Jeopardy. First up, we have Frozen 2. We mentioned it before. That was the Final Jeopardy category for last week. Next up, it's opening night. I'll give you a month and a year. You'll have to tell us what movie came out. Followed by internationals. That's all about the international parks. You're watching Disney Channel is our 4th category, heavily requested in the comments. And finally, it is MGM Studios. That, of course, is all about the theme park before it became Disney's Hollywood Studios. So grab that pen and paper. Let's get things started with the cupcake round. It's Frozen 2 for 200. Following the events of the original Frozen movie, we return to this kingdom in Frozen 2. Luckily, the eternal winter is long gone. That would be Arendelle, the Kingdom of Arendelle. Now it's opening night for 200. December 1937. What is Snow White? The original, of course.
I'm wishing.
Next up, it's internationals for 2. Disney's newest theme park. Opened in 2016, what is Shanghai Disneyland? Now it's You're Watching Disney Channel for 200. Miley Stewart gets the best of both worlds by doubling as this teen pop sensation. Also the name of the show. What is Hannah Montana? Finally, it's MGM Studios for 200. Originally intended for Epcot, this former attraction became the centerpiece of MGM Studios, proclaiming itself as a spectacular journey into the movies. We are looking for the Great Movie Ride, one of the greatest attractions in Walt Disney World history. In fact, it was number 5 on our list of the top 50 attractions in Walt Disney World history. Check that video out, right up there, wherever the link is. It's up there someplace. On to the 400-point round now. We start with Frozen 2 for 4. Before singing When I'm Older, Olaf calls out for his friends Anna, Elsa, Sven, and this name, despite not knowing anyone with that name. Who is Samantha?
Anna, Elsa, Sven, Samantha. I don't even know it's Samantha.
Now it's opening night for 400. June 1994. Regarded as one of Disney's greatest films of all time, what is The Lion King?
Mufasa? Simba?
That's very good.
Internationals for 4 now. Disneyland Paris's original name. Opened by Michael Eisner, it debuted as Euro Disney. What is Euro Disney?
Je déclare Euro Disneyland officiellement ouvert.
You're watching Disney Channel for 4. This East High star basketball player struggles with balancing his love for singing and his love for sport. Who is Troy Bolton, played by Zac Efron?
We're breaking free!
And it's MGM Studios for 400. Board a tram, avoid a catastrophe, and take a behind-the-scenes look at the park as part of this opening day attraction that no longer exists. We're looking for the Studio Backlot Tour. Remember the Studio Backlot Tour? That thing was awesome. I love that. And the pre-show where someone got soaked. I miss it. I miss the old MGM. What can I say? On to the 600-point round now. Arundel's neighboring tribe, where Anna and Elsa's mother is from. Northuldra. What is Northuldra?
But it was also home to the mysterious Northuldra people.
Were the Northuldra magical, like me?
No, Elsa. They were not magical.
Opening night for 6 is where we're going next. November 2013. That's when Let It Go started getting stuck in everyone's head. Frozen debuted in November of 2013. What is Frozen?
Princess Anna?
Huh?
Princess Anna?
Yeah?
Oh, sorry to wake you, ma'am.
No, you didn't. I've been up for hours.
Internationals for 600. Utilizing the same ride system as Star Tours, the Iron Man experience became the first Marvel attraction to open at a Disney park when it debuted here. We are looking for Hong Kong, Disney's most underrated theme park, if you ask me. You're watching Disney Channel for 6. In the first Descendants movie, Rotten to the Core is a song sung by the children of these 4 Disney villains. The answer: who are Jafar, Evil Queen, Maleficent, and Cruella?
Rotten to the core, rotten to the core.
And it's MGM Studios for 6. The Old Streets of America not only featured a recreation of parts of New York City, but also a side street resembling this West Coast metropolis. No, it's not Hollywood. No, it's not Los Angeles. What is San Francisco? San Francisco, not San Francisco. San Francisco. That's right. It was a little angled street back in the streets of America. So cool. Had the Osborne lights, of course. I think the baby, not the mama baby, not the mama from Dinosaur was on that street too. Streets of America, I miss you. On to the 800-point round now. Frozen 2 for 8. Described as a magical river full of memory, this glacier hosts Elsa as she sings, "Show Yourself." What is Atahalin? Atahalin.
Atahalin is frozen.
There it is! There it is!
Opening night for 8. January 1959. One of Disney's most impressive films visually for when it came out. What is Sleeping Beauty is the answer there.
Seize that creature!
Stand back, you fool!
Internationals for 8. Rather than Main Street, Tokyo Disneyland's entrance leads to this area, situated under a glass roof. That would be World Bazaar. What is World Bazaar? You're watching Disney Channel for 8. When Kim Possible hears her iconic alert sound, she pulls out this device to speak with her communication guru, Wade. She pulls out her communicator. Communicator. You get it? You get the spelling? Communicator. And it's MGM Studios for 800. What was the name of this former park icon? May she rest in peace, R.I.P., the Earful Tower. Why couldn't they just move it? Why did they just have to completely remove it from the park? Would still make a great park icon. I know there's a little bit of a identity crisis with Hollywood right now. Bring back the Earful Tower. All right, it's time for the very difficult 1,000-point round now. Be careful answering some of these. Here we go with Frozen 2's most difficult question. Anna and Elsa are playing this in the first scene of the film. They're playing Enchanted Forest. What is Enchanted Forest? Honestly, I don't know.
What sound does a giraffe make? Never mind. They wake the Fairy Queen, who breaks the spell and saves everyone. And they all get married.
What are you playing?
Enchanted Forest.
Opening night for 1,000. December 2000. We're looking for what is the Emperor's New Groove.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall.
Yep.
Sharp rocks at the bottom?
Most likely.
Bring it on.
Internationals for 1,000. The Challenge Trails at Camp Discovery, found in Shanghai Disneyland, is one of the most unique attractions ever built. In order to experience it, you'll have to head to this part of the park. It's not Adventureland, but what is Adventure Isle? And let me tell you, that attraction is unreal.
That is terrifying. There's a jump.
Here's Disney Channel's final clue. Gadget, Zipper, and Monterey Jack are 3 characters you'll come across in this beloved show that premiered over 30 years ago. We're looking for what is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And finally, the final clue on the board. This Disney feature animation movie became the first to be completely animated at MGM Studios. All right, and the final correct answer is, what is Mulan? That's right, Mulan was animated completely, pretty much a couple hundred feet away from where Toy Story Land stands today. Lilo and Stitch eventually was made at MGM as well. They ceased operations in the early 2000s soon after that. So, how'd you do? Was that difficult? Was it hard? It's not over yet. Final Jeopardy's coming up. Let's see what the category is. Snacks. How well do you know your Disney snacks? It's time to make those wagers. All right, time is up. If you wagered a lot, best of luck. If you wagered nothing, I respect that. I respect that. You know your limits. Let's see the clue. This world-famous and mass-produced snack was first created at Disneyland in the 1960s, utilizing excess ingredients that were previously being tossed in the trash. And the correct answer on episode 6 Final Jeopardy is Doritos. What are Doritos? That's right, Doritos were created in Frontierland at the beginning of the 1960s using old, unused tortilla chips. How about that? That is wild. That is also going to do it for episode 6 of Disney 100 Jeopardy. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe. Click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. Comment those scores below to keep track of how well you're doing across each and every episode. I couldn't thank you enough for joining us for another episode, and we'll see you next Sunday for episode 7. Remember, the Final Jeopardy category was snacks, meaning snacks will be a part of episode 7. I've been your host, Brian Perry. Until next time.
Bye-bye.